Hi, I'm Patu from freefincal. This time let's take a look at Axis Small Cap Fund, its SIP performance. Many of you know that the three funds from Axis, at least three funds from Axis, Axis Small Cap, Axis Mid Cap, Axis Large Cap, have done exceedingly well, particularly since early 2018. The AMC read that movement, that market movement, right. That is February 2018 is when the few stocks of the Sensex and Nifty moved up while the rest of the market moved down. Axis was able to read that movement right, and that's when it was able to acquire a lot of AUM, a lot of following, and so on. This fund was started as a closed-ended fund, as a 5-year closed-ended fund in November 2013, and then it became open-ended in November 2018. It had very little AUM. Let me just show you the numbers. So earlier it had BSE small cap as the benchmark, and then it moved to Nifty small cap 100. So I had reviewed this before, but earlier I did not have access to this kind of market cap allocation history. I use a tool called ACE MF, ACE Mutual Fund. This is the paid tool, and that's where I get this data from. You can see that from July 2017 to about January 2019, it had basically a very good amount of mid-cap fund. So it was actually a mid-cap-ish small-cap fund, mid-cap, small-cap kind of fund, and then only it became a small-cap fund. So it has been a small-cap fund only for a little more than a year. That's something that you need to keep in mind. I'm not going to read the numbers. I have done the SIP comparison with like 9 indices. The fund has performed exceedingly well against all these indices for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-year return. SIP returns have done extremely well. Of course, I have to be careful when I say SIP because the fund was closed-ended for quite a while. So there's a caveat there, but the performance has been quite good. What is very important is that you can have the look at the numbers there. There's no doubt about its performance, but the problem is that in let me see, in January 2019, it had a AUM of only 221 crores, and it went up to 2,500 crores in February 2020. So this is a big problem, and by this time most of the movement has already happened in the small cap segment, and the small cap segment had started falling by this then, but this fund alone was kind of moving up, and then it kind of started falling too. But then the point is that this is the big problem with bank associated funds, and they're always going to have this kind of risk. You got to be careful, and everything Axis AMCs has written on that call they took in February 2018. I have not studied the calls, what sector they took and so on, so I can't get into more of that. It is not because of somebody said cash and so on. No, it's not just because of cash alone. So be careful. But again, I've been saying, even if you want to invest in Axis small cap, do not start a SIP. If you want to invest in Axis small cap, you need a timing tool. And like I said, I have a tactical buy sell tool. You can use that to try and reduce risk in your investment. But be careful. This performance may not last for long. So that's what I wanted to say. Bye bye.